Good morning, Dave Robertson, Operations with Team 8, and today is Thursday, August 12th, and this will be the operational briefing for the Devil's Knob complex. We'll start up north as we have, up in Division Bravo. The Smith Fire continues to hold itself on the Dumont Creek Road. We now, with the equipment groups we have, we're putting in some contingency lines and some primary lines in and around the fire with the equipment group and making good headway with getting those lines ready for the event that fire decides to stand up. We haven't had much growth out of it, but we're anticipating with this the next 48 hours with the weather that's coming in that this has a high probability of being able to get up and exercise its legs a little bit. So we're doing everything we can to be ready for that. Moving down into Division Charlie, the Mule Fire. The Mule Fire is still within its footprint. Mop-up continues, and we're getting a lot of mop-up on that. We're feeling pretty confident that that one's going to remain as it is. The only chance that things could change is with this weather if something got up in the middle of it and decided to throw a spot a long ways outside the lines, but we don't feel like there's much chance for that. Down into Division, what was Division Delta, we've broken into two divisions now, Delta and Echo. Because of the size of the fire, we've had to put some more leadership in there and spread more resources out. Down on the southern end of the Hamlin Fire, mop-up continues. The fire is down onto the primary lines, and it's looking really solid against the private property. Off to the southeast and to the east side of the fire, there's still very little containment due to the terrain, the conditions of the fuels, and the amount of crews that we do have that can actually get into those areas. So we're working on some bigger lines to secure them, to get them ready for the event that the fire comes out to those lines. Farther north of the Hamlin Fire, last night on the ridge above Beaver Creek, what was the 495 fire made a pretty significant amount of movement off to the east, including throwing some spots out in front of itself. So we're trying to figure out where that's at and how to attack those spots and how to deal with them. Outside of that, we are looking at some larger containment lines and seeing what we can do as far as time allows us to get out in front of it, get some lines prepared. We're looking at some of the original lines from the Whiskey Fire to open them back up, because those ones we've already had a lot of work on, and we can have a pretty good chance of success for holding the fire on those lines. Moving down into Branch 2, all the fires down here are looking really good. As you'll notice, we're starting to put some black lines on there showing some containment, some percentage containment on those fires, and those show that those are the sides of the fires that we're feeling that there's very little chance to escape. So the Dismal Creek Fire, we've completely black lined that, saying that we have that one contained. We're going to continue to work on that to get that down to a containment, as I've said in the past couple of days, so that we can reduce the amount of resources there down to a reasonable amount and have more resources to move up to the larger fires. On the Wildcat Fire, we've been talking about putting in a sprinkler system on the east side to keep that out of the drainage. That was installed yesterday, and we're having success with that running. So now Wildcat Fire had showed no movement, no growth, and is remaining in its original footprint. The Little Applegate Fire, the fire that has the steep cliffy side on the east side, the side that we were only allowed or able to put check line in with the hot shot crew. Yesterday we were able to get the shot crew back in there, and that with the retardant and the fire burning itself out on that side, we've got that side checked up in a way that it has not moved down the hill and it has not grown anymore. And on that one, mop-up continues still on the north, the west, and the south sides. The Railroad Fire, same thing. We're calling the north half of it contained. The southern half still has some mop-up to do, but we're getting into the 200-foot range, which will suffice the requirements that we have for the mop-up standards for that. And that concludes the briefing for today. Thank you.